too freaky for just us two. We can fuck around, let her ride it too. Baby, don't be shy, you know what to do.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day it is that you're watching this. Missy Henny here, along with my good friend Renee.
So,
How y'all doing today? We're gonna jump straight into it. This is a quick conversation discussion about something we've talked about yesterday. Me and her. We both had our own opinions, and it was basically about, I know everyone knows about the whole Krishan Rock and Blueface. But it's not about them, and it's our opinion. Nothing that's written down in stone, nothing like that. It's just our opinion on how we feel about it. What do you take out of it? And if you rather not speak on that, give your personal opinion in your own personal way.
my personal opinion is solely because I've been in a relationship where I've stayed when I shouldn't have, which is clearly what's going on both women's sides. Both of them. You know, like, that's right there. That's just bull. I you know, like I get it. Like, you be in love with somebody and you want to be with. Now you gotta start all over again.
No, you don't. We're having a discussion, but you gotta look at them. They
Yeah,
want, you gotta engage in them.
Because this is a different. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so like I was saying, you know, like, it's difficult when you love somebody. When you love somebody and you want them to be with you, but sometimes, like, enough is enough, and sometimes that enough takes too long. And I feel like, I don't know how long their relationship. Well, I know he been with Jaden for a long time, right?
Yes, I think it was something like 10 years, 11 years.
That is a long time.
Yeah,
that is a long time to be dealing with somebody and they BS, and then to give you a ring that don't even fit your finger. That baby, her
you
finger,
saw that too,
girl. Oh my god, I was like, embarrassing.
Yeah,
so
she forced that thing on.
She rocking at the
on purpose to rub it in.
You know what? But at the end of the day, she love her man and she there. But
I'ma stand beside him.
Not me. I mean, I've done it.
I think, well, in my opinion, we've all have done something similar to that, where we stayed with someone knowing it's just not right to stay.
But I feel dumb because I stayed with mine and he was broke. At least Blueface got money.
But it was out of love. It was out of love.
No. Let me correct that.
Okay.
Because you know the relationship inside and out. It was not love. It stopped being love when he took me out of my character.
Okay.
When you take somebody out of their character that only gives you love and tries to do better for you and show you better and takes care of you because you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a man, like, that whole love thing gets thrown out the window after that situation that happened. My butt just stayed because the kids. Because I wanted them to have a father, because I didn't have my father and my sisters don't have their father. Like, I know a lot of people, and it's kind of a normal thing now to not have a father, but I wanted my kid's father to be there. But you can't make somebody be there that don't want to be there. And clearly, he didn't want to be there. But he wants to be there now, but he can't.
Okay. Well, I mean, I too been in a situation similar. No,
not similar.
Definitely
totally different. Totally different.
Well, I've been in a situation that I was in this relationship for some years and stayed. I left and went back. It was also abusive, and then I left again. I think I left a few times. I could say, now that I look at it, maybe I was a Krishan too. Because I stayed, I went back. No, I stayed, I left, I went back. I left again, and then they came and got me.
Who is
And
they?
the person
Oh,
came and got me, and I went back, and then that was like, looking back at it, it could be traumatizing.
it is.
I don't regret what I went through because it was a learning experience. And then after that situation, I got into another relationship, and that lasted a long time. Yeah, it was a really long time. And you stay with someone because you love them, you care about them, y'all pretty much grow together, you have fun together, you feel like y'all both, uplifting each other. And it gets difficult when you see that things are not working out the way you imagined it to do. So,
And it's a thing too, like the same love and compassion that you give to someone else, about 95% of the time, you're not going to get that back. It does not matter. You can love somebody to death, and I mean to death, and that does not mean that they're going to love you back the way you want, or the way you feel like they should, or the way that you do. Because I'm a perfect example of that.
well, I mean, I felt like I was loved.
Lucky
And-
you.
And I'm not shooting you down, though.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying, everybody got to go through their things in life with their relationships. And hey, you got the cherry out of the bunch. I got the rotten apple, but you got the cherry. What can I say?
I really I enjoyed my time, my relationship. I took it to heart. It was a lot of ups and downs with it.
As it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Wow, this is getting personal. Wow.
Don't you start crying. You supposed to be from New York. You better buck up. New York.
I am 100% New York, but when you get to a point where it's an emotional.
Do not make me cry, Shamika. Do not make me cry.
Listen, it's hard.
It is.
It's hard knowing that you cared about somebody and it didn't work.
Yeah. It.
Oh my God, y'all know I'm a baby, so.
But you know what?
These things is waterworks.
I'm different. I can honestly say I don't give a damn.
See,
I don't give a damn. No, listen, but see, it's different. Your relationship was healthy in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It was healthy. My relationship was toxic and terrible and disrespectful, and it was disgusting. And I'm not even that type of person. Like, until you know me,
mm-hmm.
Somebody come at me that way, I'm gonna come back.
Yeah.
But that person just
it's hot in here or something, because you got like sweat coming on my eyes. Okay, so all in all, I mean, what do you like think? What would be your opinion? What would you tell someone that could be, or that finds themselves in a predicament like that?
Honestly, I would tell them, this is something I always tell my kids. This too shall pass. It does not matter what you're going through with your relationship, with life in general. There comes a day where everything ends. If you in this relationship, whether it's abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally, or whatever, don't stay somewhere where you're not appreciated, celebrated, or loved. Because you're wasting your life, your precious life, when you only get a certain amount of days on this earth. Don't waste time on someone that doesn't value you when there's always somebody else that can value and will value you. So yeah, everything stops one day.
It does. Let's see. I would tell someone that if they come across love, real love, um,
But wait, what is real love? That's the question. Because a lot of people, some people don't realize.
yeah, they don't know what it is either.
And because they've never felt it.
Yeah, but like a lot of kids think they're in love, and they just in a temporary relationship for the moment because it doesn't last. I feel that love could be defined in a lot of different ways. So, just be true to yourself. Don't lose yourself. Don't hide behind your partner. Because a lot of people just let the partner be the main focus.
Yeah.
And they're just in the background going with the flow. Love yourself enough and know that you're important. You are important. You're the author to your book. So you write that ending as whether you want to stay in it or not stay in it. I feel that I'm still writing my story, and so far it's good. I'm fine. You know, I had a little minor setback, and then I went through getting a divorce, which was another setback. I switched occupations, which was another setback. I've been going through a lot of setbacks here. And then right now, as everybody know and been watching, I've had surgery, so I'm sitting still. So that's another setback. But you know what? I'm still pushing forward, and I'm gonna make sure, you know, I'm appreciated, loved the way I want to be loved, not the way that someone feels that them showing me love is love. I'm not one to be bought because I don't like all that flashy stuff. I'm not a flashy person. I feel that you could make me something and I'm okay.
Yeah.
We could do something together and I'm okay. You going out buying a Louis Vuitton or going to get me some eyelashes done, that to me is material and I could care less. Because I feel that it could be used for something else. And that's just my take on it.
Not only that, but like nowadays, that's what a lot of people thrive their relationship off.
Yeah, what you could buy me or what you could do.
My dude bought. Why I'm gonna be worried about what a dude could buy me when I could buy it for myself?
Exactly, and that
probably get better. I'm just saying, no offense.
Yeah, to me, I feel that a lot of people, and they focus that, oh, they bought me this and they bought me that, or they took me here and took me there. They love me. That's where they go with love.
That's where they go with love, and that's what. Oh, I stayed because of this, that, and the other.
Yeah, and so it's not love. You're staying because of material. Yeah. The materials that you're showing.
No, I want somebody to come, knock on my door, bring me some flowers. That's gonna die eventually, but it's the thought that counts. And then just come and chill. Like, we don't even gotta go anywhere. Yeah. Why spend money for what?
Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Get a little. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I feel that you showing somebody those things would be a lot more beneficial than just buying them something or taking them somewhere. I think it's the little things that count. And maybe, it's just my opinion, it's the older people that are appreciated more than the new day and age people growing up.
My generation sucks.
Cause I could care less. I don't care for that stuff. And I even see people my age talking about, well, he ain't take me here, he ain't doing this, or he ain't buying me this. And I look at them and I'm like, oh, okay. It's not, I don't consider that love when they say that.
What they be saying? They be saying, if he wanted to, he would. Well, baby, if he ain't doing it, that means he don't want to. Or what's the other one? If I'm not your main one, delete me. What is that saying? I heard it on. I seen it on Instagram. It's something like,
Girl.
if I ain't the main one, delete me or something like that. Why do you even have another one?
True. Yeah.
See that's another thing too.
Okay, so my other question for you, well, sidebar. So we're gonna step off that topic for a minute. A question that I wanted to ask you: how do you feel if a guy goes in your DM, hits you up,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're like, oh, what's up? It could be an ex or just a random person
That happens all the time.
So how do you take that?
Okay, so like there's two different ways.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
I shut that shit down. Don't even try. Like there was a dude that was in my DMs the other week, and he's very persistent, and I can always appreciate persistency. But your name on Instagram was Stoner something. I'm not doing that. I don't, like I said, I don't do drugs. I'm anti-drug. So once I seen that, I was like, no. And he asked me, how did the con? He's like, hey, I'm like, no, or hey, or good morning, something like that. And I said hi, and then he's like, oh, where you from? I said, why? He's like, damn, it's like that. I said,
so
yep.
Your thing is public?
Yeah, my Instagram is public. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was not like I shut down. But if I'm with somebody, it's the same thing. I shut it down. But if I'm not with somebody and I want to talk to somebody, I will go investigate. You feel me?
You an investigator.
Listen, I'm going to go look at their Facebook. I'm going to see if they have, whatever. I'm going to go try to look to see about them, because I'm not going to waste my time and waste their time. If I see that they out here smoking and drinking and have a lot of girls or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and indulge in that. Because you showing me you got 50 pretty girls on your Facebook. I'm not going to indulge and be another one of those pretty girls that you probably DMing every day. I'm good. So, yeah. So, Stoner, sorry, but...
Okay, so, yeah, I don't see... Well, I don't go back. I don't go backwards for me.
I do.
I don't go backwards. I did that in my younger days. I did. And that's how I went, when he came and got me, all of that. But since then, I don't go backwards. If I left you for a reason, that reason is going to stay there, and it is what it is. I'm always, cool and cordial with everyone. I could be friends with you, associates with you. It's very, very rare that I call anyone a friend, because your friends or your quote unquote friends or even family members could backstab you. So you have to use that word along with love and everything else lightly. So I start off, you're my associate.
Wait, so you telling me I was your associate at first?
Well, I didn't know you at first. At the beginning, when I first met you, yeah, you was an associate. And then we became very close. Like, you was like my little sister, my little daughter with my daughter. It was cool.
I miss. Okay, I want to go back. Oh, I want to go back.
I knew. Listen, if everybody watched, I've known her since she was a teenager. My daughter was younger, And yeah, I knew her for a long time. She didn't have no kids until now. She has 4. So it's been a while.
And honestly, like for real, on some real talk, like she knows my family. She's been there since forever. Um, she's more family to me than my family. If I call this lady and I be like, hey, X, Y, and Z, she would be like, all right, A, B, C, D. You know what I'm saying?
But see, and I consider that's a friend. Like when you're down, that friend could help you lift up. Or if you're wrong, they're gonna tell you that you're wrong. They're not gonna sugarcoat it.
She sure don't. I'll be trying to get some sympathy out of her, and she be like, no, you wrong. I'll be like, please just give me a little bit of sympathy.
I mean,
but it's vice versa, because
yeah,
she be like, then I'll be like, no, don't do that. That's stupid.
Well, I'm saying a true friend. I mean, wouldn't you expect or want that?
But I just want a little. Just get
no, because like if I tell you, oh yeah, go ahead and do that, and then like for me, it's like what am I gonna think about myself?
I'm not telling you to say it's okay to do that. Just be like, I understand.
No,
don't do that.
No,
I understand. You don't be like, you be like,
yeah, chop it off right then.
You be like, I be like, but I don't want to.
Yeah, look, when you end something, end it right there and be done with it, because then you're gonna just put yourself right back in the same predicament later on. Because of course, in any situation, it could be whether it's a relationship, a friend, they are considered relationships. Something, no, cut it off.
But have we ever fell out? Like seriously, where we was like, I don't
think so. We'll stop talking for a little while because you be in your, or you be with somebody that I just be like, and I step away, but that's it. She has my god kid, so whatever, she'll get over that. Whatever her issue is, I'm still here.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Sure has. Look, everyone, everyone's gonna have their own opinions, their own, whatever. I just feel the way I feel, and my way is not always right. So don't get me to say, oh, I'm just perfect. No, I'm not, because I make mistakes. I do what I do, but I try to do it to the best, because I know I have someone and people looking at me to see if I'm gonna mess up or to see if I'm gonna do wrong.
Not only that, your kids.
Yeah, that's
your kids.
They're the ones that they look.
Yeah,
they see everything. They notice everything.
Yeah.
My 8-year-old could figure out everything. So, I mean, I try my best and my darndest to make sure I'm on the up and up. And if I was to ever date anyone in the near future, that person that I date will be the only one that my children will see.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big thing.
Yeah, I feel that as women, I mean men too, but you have those people that say, well, men do this because they're more da da da, and women shouldn't. Listen, I feel that it should be the same
for both.
Yeah, for both. Women should not allow too many people around their children to get to know them or anything. If you're just meeting this person or you're just seeing them for the meantime, why get your kids involved? Because if they're not going to be there later, you're going to end up putting somebody else in front of them. Like, I don't feel that that's cool. And then
cool. Not only that, like some kids, it could go either way. They could take what they've seen their parents do.
Mm-hmm.
They can take that and be like, oh, my mama did it or my daddy did it, so I can do it. Or they can take the other road and be like, I don't want to do that. So it kind of works both ways. And you really, when you have kids, like, you can't really tell how they're going to turn out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they're going to go their own route regardless.
And some kids succumb to peer pressure. Some kids don't. So it really depends.
So are you Are you currently dating right now?
No,
You wouldn't date?
no, it's a waste of time.
So okay, like how many people have you had around your kids?
Other than their father?
Yeah.
Just two. Just two.
And how do you feel about that?
First of all, let me just say this. One of the guys that I was dating after me and my kid's father finally broke up. Like, I was done. I was done. That was very brief. It was like for 3 months. And I didn't necessarily want to bring him around my kids, but it was just more or less like he was like, oh, and it made me feel uncomfortable to a certain extent, because he was like, oh, I want to be around you and your kids, you know, stuff like that. So of course that didn't work out because obvious reasons. You know, that's uncomfortable for you to be like, oh, I want to see your kids, you know, that, you know,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah.
So, and then the other one, which upset me, it was an on and off thing, but he was around for a while, but it was still an on and off thing, and my kids took to him and he took to my kids really well. But sometimes, you know, shit happens and it don't work out. So that's a big reason of why I'm not looking. I don't want to date. Not to say that I don't get approached, because I do, but it's not worth it. I got too much going on and too much to lose to risk me being upset and depressed and crying and not eating and not drinking and not taking care of myself properly. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point in hurting myself when, listen, unless God comes to me and tells me, hey, this one here is for you, I feel bad for y'all, because it's not happening.
Well, okay, see, on mine, I've only brought my child around one person. Yeah, I feel that, you know, and then even with that, my child has only one father. There will never be someone just stepping in. Oh, that's they, you know, they have a father, and that's that.
But how do you feel about, like, you know, my situation?
Mhm.
Like, you see the girls, their dad is not around
Yeah.
at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
So let's just say that someone was to come into their life, okay, and he was stable, he was there, he was being that figure. Do you think it's wrong for the kids or anybody's kids to call another man dad if he's playing that role the right way?
In my opinion,
if the biological father is not there.
Okay, in my opinion, I think that should be something that the kid should discuss with you, and also make sure that that's comfortable for the guy or the girl, because it depends.
Yeah.
You know, not a lot of other other member would want another kid just calling them dad or mom or whatever. So you want to have that discussion if it's comfortable for them to do that, or feel like, oh, you know, is it okay, or do you feel comfortable if my daughter or son calls you dad? And you know, that right there is a touchy thing for me. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm only asking this because let me tell you a little funny quick story. So
sidebar, y'all.
One of my
look up, they gotta see you.
But I'm dreading telling this story, but it's kind of funny.
Oh God.
So it's a little bit funny.
Okay.
But it has to do with this.
I'm wearing a hat in the house. So disrespectful. I apologize, but my hair is a mess right now. No,
I'm looking at your hair.
No, go ahead, tell your story.
Okay, so
bring it out.
My kids was outside playing on a slip and slide, and this was in the other house.
Okay.
They were outside playing on a slip and slide. My oldest daughter, she's the spitting image of me. Y'all saw her on one of the other videos. She's just like me. So my ex and I go outside. I walk into the door, we saying bye or whatever. So she's like, hey, are you my stepdad now? Oh my God. Ooh.
That's embarrassing.
I turned red. I turned red. I was like, oh my God. I said, I'm so sorry. But you know what he did? He didn't like laugh or anything. Like, he took it seriously. He was like, oh, well, me and your mom got to talk about that. Like, respectfully, in the most respectful way, was like, me and your mom got to talk about that. And then left it like that. And I was like, all right. And then he called me. He was like, are you okay? Because I know that was really uncomfortable for you. And you're about to just go out.
Yeah, that would have been uncomfortable.
I'm okay,
for me.
but I didn't expect her to open her mouth like that. And then, oh my God, my kid, man.
Well, I haven't had a moment like that. No, I haven't had a moment like that. I feel that if they feel I don't know. If a kid feels comfortable calling the guy or girl mom, dad, whatever, then they must have showed them a good impression of what that looks like. But I always let it be known, you have one mom, you have one dad. That's it. Anyone else is a bonus. And we're, of course, any family member will be grateful to have that bonus because we all need help.
But listen, let me tell you something. We all need help. Let me tell you something. You can't always call a bonus a bonus. You, in your situation, the extra one would be a bonus because your situation is not like mine. You got a bonus because you got your kid's father. He's there and he does what he needs to do. And that is like the utmost respect for that man for that. But me, on the other hand, I ain't got no bonus. There's like, it's me by myself. Yeah. So whoever comes in, that's it. And that's another reason why I don't want to dilly-dally in this whole relationship thing, because
it's too much.
It's too much. And it's too much going on in the world. People out here
doing things they shouldn't be doing.
I'm trying to do that thing with one person. Not with like
Tom, Dick, and Harry. Susan.
I
don't know. You know, people out here, they have different.
No, I'm a Tom, Dick, and Harry kind of person.
Well, me too. But I'm just saying. But some people like Susan and Jane.
Some people like
Susan and Jane.
Animals too, like whatever.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm sorry. We. Okay. Anyway.
They do other stuff.
Okay, but I like Tom, Dick, and John. John. I don't know. Harry, John. Bill, I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Just a name. So you just saying man. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Anyway, but so I think we covered a lot. Anything else you want to talk about? Because this is a 34-minute discussion. And we've talked about.
And mind you, we getting used to this whole YouTube thing.
Yeah, so we are.
We trying to
I'm a little taller than her, so her seat is short.
No,
her seat is short.
I'm short. She's shorter than me.
Don't be looking out.
No, I'm not.
Look, you see, I gotta look down at her.
For now, until we stand up.
Whatever. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna close this out. You have any
questions, comments?
Okay. Like, comment, subscribe, and leave some comments, because I'm trying to figure out what to talk about or what to discuss, and she's not helping me. I be asking her for ideas, and she'd be like, oh, let's do this. I was thinking about doing a mukbang.
What the heck is that?
A mukbang? Like, you're sitting around eating. I don't know. I've seen other people do it. They're sitting around eating and just having a conversation eating. Like,
not the one where you can hear you chew, right?
No, I don't like all of that. No. They're sitting around eating different foods or just food in general. And they're having a discussion like what we're having right now, but they're eating at the same time. And it's just like, oh, this is good or this is good.
Oh, I never knew that.
I mean, it's just different. I don't know. I'm just
I mean,
going.
but I did come up with today's discussion.
Yes, you did. You did.
We kind of, went other places, but I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're having a good discussion.
Yeah, you just, and that's what makes it long. And
Yeah.
I just don't want nothing boring. I don't want to bore no one. I want, if it's something that we need to do that's exciting, that someone wants to see, that hasn't been done, or just they want to see more of, let me know, because I